All right, all right, all right. What's happening, folks? Xavier Smith, aka Coach X. You know the one. Many names, one mission. I've been sent here to impact, inspire, and improve the lives of others on a daily basis. And today, Hercules, I get to do it with my friends. It's all about new me, a new you, right? So, if you're into all things health and wellness, and you just want to get yourself on track and you don't know where to start, here's what I want you to do. I want you to stay tuned. All right, guys, what's happening, guys? Yours truly, Xavier Smith, Coach X. Welcome back. You are live with Coach X, and we're getting ready to dive right in. I have some beautiful people with me, and we're going to get into some introductions. Just because we want you to know, it's a new year. Uh, I'm trying to create a new me, and I'm sure you might be interested in creating a new you. So let's do it together. And it's all about new me. So let's go around the table and we're going to introduce each other. And we got somebody by the name of Ryan Small. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you represent, Ryan.
Well, I'm the CEO of NuMee, and I'm responsible for putting this amazing team together. It's one of the prides in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I have some amazing people that are involved in what we're doing, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, we put together this team and we created an app that can not only help you through your journey, starting at where you're at,
Mm-hmm.
but it teaches you. It's a platform that can teach you about nutrition, wellness, and a holistical approach on how to gain control and live a healthier life. So
I love it. I love it. We're going to get into that too. But first, let us go down and talk to Wanda. Wanda, thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you represent in this wonderful equation.
Well, my name is Wanda, as we said, and I am basically working directly with NuMee. I am a branding specialist. So I work with them really helping us to get our name out there and get that brand out there so everybody know who we are and understand most of our mission. So it's not just about just branding, but branding what our mission is about and really helping people to change their life and go on a new journey and to stay healthy and fit.
I love it. I love it. I love that. Thank you. And James, let's be frank. Pun intended.
Let me be frank with you. Yes. James, be frank.
Okay, so you got to tell us a little bit about who you are and where that came from. So the spotlight is on you.
So, James B. Frank, yes, my name is a sentence. My parents were very clever unintentionally. But I do tend to be frank, as everyone on the team knows, and couldn't not be frank if I wanted to. But I'm one of the original founders with Ryan, and he called me with his idea a little over a year ago, and we've been enjoying every minute of working on it ever since. So I'm focused largely on operations, the chief operations officer, and that's who I am. That's what I do, and that's my name.
Nice, love it. Thank you so much for being here too. Now, Ryan, people might be wondering if you're watching this live or you maybe watch this on a replay. The question might come into people's mind: why is this guy laying down? But give us the story, because I happen to be right alongside you right as it was happening, but I want you to tell us the story. Tell us why you're in this position right now.
well, so I actually heard about a networking group that was going on. It was the Phoenix Chamber, and that's a big part of what we're doing lately, is trying to meet people and have them know what we're doing and that we're in town and that we're trying to create this amazing thing, and we need support, we need help, we need people that see the vision and the dream. And so I wasn't feeling well, and I actually had pulled a muscle or a couple muscles in my chest area, in my sternum. And so I wasn't feeling good, but I battled through Monday and Tuesday at work and just keep driving and stuff. But it was getting to the point where it was just hurting so bad. So I was going to take a day of rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to get up to that network meeting to see, who you meet, because you never know unless you go and participate. So I jumped on my bike. I have a Harley Softail, and I was going to just head up to the networking meeting and then come back. And, stuff happens on the road. And this guy ended up cutting a lot of us off. And I was 2 cars back from the car that he ended up cutting off completely. So everyone slammed on their brakes. But as most bike riders know, that you don't stop like a car. And so my brakes locked up. I started sliding. I tried to make sure I'm missing cars.
Yeah.
And somehow it's still like, it's just amazing. I missed every car. I was able to get out of everybody's way. Nobody hit me. I didn't hit them, but I did slide to the point where my bike went down and it tossed me over. So I'm beat up right now. I'm a little bruised, scraped, and beat up. I twisted my right ankle.
Okay.
I toe kicked the street. I had steel toes on, but I toe kicked the street. I'm guessing around 25 miles an hour, and shattered my big toe. And my neck hurts. I have my knees are, bashed in and they're bleeding. And anyway, so scrapes and bruises, but overall I'm counting my blessings, because it could have been so much worse. And I was able to get the bike picked up and out of the road. And then sat there and waited for a while, and all the cars, this was the crazy thing, all the cars just kept going. Nobody got out. Nobody checked on me. It was like, I was amazed. I'm like, holy crap. So anyway, I assessed the bike. I assessed myself, and I told myself, you know what? Somebody's trying to stop me from getting to that network meeting. And I took it personal. And I said, if this bike fires up, I'm going to keep going to the network meeting.
Whoa.
So I went and I put up with a shattered toe the whole time, and then made it home. So very lucky.
That's crazy, man. That is so crazy.
That is.
Right? And he's still, I was there. I was at this event, and he tells me all about it. And I'm like, one of my first questions was, did you have a helmet on? He brought the helmet with him, but he did not wear it. And,
I wore it after the accident. You got to give me some credit.
I was getting to that.
Oh my God.
Yes. Right. Kate, what's happening? Welcome.
Coming in on 2 wheels after listening to Ryan's accident story.
Right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
Is this the first time you heard it?
Yes.
Oh my God. So it's just a testament to the guy's determination to meet and greet, because a lesser human probably would have tailed it right back home or to the hospital. Here you are.
Lesser or smarter?
Well, and I lucked out, because ultimately the only 2 things I broke were my toe and my pride. So
there you go.
other than that,
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Because he was walking around like nothing was even wrong with him, and he was bleeding on the inside of his jacket. Like, it didn't.
Well, that's why that's why I kept my jacket on, and I was trying not to limp because I don't want people like to avoid me. I wanted to be approachable. So
But did you get a connection?
I made a lot of connections. It was awesome.
Okay.
Crazy,
All
right?
worth the fight. All worth it.
Yeah. So we're glad that you're alive, Ryan. We're glad
Thank
that you have this vision. We're glad that you're sticking with it, and we're glad to have these beautiful humans to support you in this mission. And so I just wanted to say thank you for that, and I wanted to make sure people knew about your determination to see things through. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
All right, so we got Kate. Now the party can begin.
Yay!
So, Kate, we were just going around and doing some intros. And so since you're late, we will accept your push-ups at a later date.
All right.
Right? But you get to tell us who you are and what you're all about and how you fit into the equation.
So I'm Kate Massinanti, and I'm all about wellness and nutrition, fitness, just the whole self well-being, mental, physical, nutrition, you name it. I've explored many different versions of my life. I was actually just telling a story. I was like, I remember them from a different lifetime, and I'm like, that sounds like a weird thing to say, but I've had so many iterations of my life as far as careers and stages of life that when I think back, there's a different life over there. However, and that went from IT work, corporate work, consulting work, but through it all, the general theme that has permeated my life since I was 18 and now I'm 50 has been nutrition, health, wellness, fitness, and trying to find that sweet spot of just being well. The reason why I was late is I had a client, and she's 70 years old and she's in really good health, and her goal is to stay healthy. And what we get talking about is I get really tired of this whole anti-aging. This new thing is like anti-aging this and anti-aging that. And I was watching something the other day and it was like cure aging. And I'm like, cure that. Like, what does that even mean? You can, sorry, we're all aging. You just want to do it gracefully and you want to age well. And the idea shouldn't be to prevent wrinkles. It should be to prevent premature wrinkles, maybe. But the whole idea is to be the older you are, the better you feel, and you want to maintain a level of wellness so that when you're 70, you don't feel 80, and when you're 80, you don't feel 90, and so on and so forth. So that's
there you go.
And I'll just get on a topic and run with it. So I apologize.
Let me drop the kudos on you too, because when we brought you in, you were drinking water.
Always drinking water.
Yeah.
And I am not necessarily selling smart water. I always refill my same water bottle because it happens to fit in my cup holder in my car. So this is regular old tap water. I am always drink. It's funny because I'm always drinking out of a smart water bottle, but it's usually tap water. So I'm not peddling any particular brand. It just happens to be the shape that fits in my cup holder.
Yeah, right. Actually, we could probably do another show on the issue that modern cup holders are presenting nowadays, because I can't fit my.
It's a real problem. You can only fit like a little 8-ounce, 12-ounce thing. So right? Smart water, they were smart. And it's a 33-ounce bottle, but it fits in my cup holder.
Yeah.
Well, I have a buddy here in Arizona that made me a special cup holder that fits in the cup holders that the manufacturer made, but then opens up to fit my huge water bottle. And he made it on his 3D printer for me. So
the base fits in the cup holder, but it expands so it holds your big mug.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking of talking to Wanda about having him make some for us, and she could have the NuMee logo on it, and she could be selling that.
I'm all over it.
Get more water in people.
Yeah, let's do that. You should take action on that one, Ryan. Speaking of which, taking action, let's switch gears and we're going to put the spotlight on James right here because I want to know, why is it so important to become a founder of this new solution that's getting ready to come to the market?
So Ryan, I remember when he first called me, right? And we got to feature Ryan's backstory. Like, just looking at him like this reminds me of what
Yeah.
motivated him to call. I hope you don't mind me sharing just a tiny bit, Ryan, but he's been in the hospital several times due to his health, due to neglecting his wellness, and had to go through a lot to kind of recover himself. And so, when he called and we started talking through the idea, we began asking ourselves as kind of regular people, and I mean, Kate's a superstar, and you're a superstar, and people that can really motivate themselves in the absence of any support to be well despite everything. You guys are great examples, and the ones that have to help the rest of us, like me and Ryan, figure it out. But we realize, like, we need a way and you hear this a lot, meet people where they are, right? But that's really what it's about, is meeting people where they are and making it a way for us to connect with each other. It's really hard to be able to connect with each other and talk about wellness. So that's one of the key things, is we have an avatar. So it's not you, everything's private, but you can still connect with each other about your wellness journey, where you're at. You can be connected with people that are in a similar place, right? And then connect to coaches that will help give you that roadmap. And then as you struggle and journey every day, have your peers help you with it. So, that's like the most fundamental thing. And that's kind of what we're hoping. We want people that get it, that are interested, and that can get on board early and want to be a part of this process, not only to try it, but to actually become an investor, right? And I remember starting 10 years ago, I did a software company. We were raising millions of dollars. We had to do this private placement memorandum and technobabble this and that. And it took $50,000 to structure a deal. Well, now crowdfunding, everyone's familiar with it, right? But that wasn't even a thing 5 years ago. It wasn't even legal 5 years ago. So things that people could not get access to, early deals like this, regular people, the SEC was like, no, regular people can't, shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. Well, it's been opened up, right? So now regular people that want to go on this journey with us for as little as $100 can join as an investor, can be a part of the company, and not only help us, put it together, make it happen, be a part of the community, but actually reap the benefits of being an owner. So it's just totally different time. So really, cool time to do a startup. So
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's go around the table. Kate, I'm going to ask you the same question. Why do you feel like it's so important to get in at this time?
So honestly, I feel like society-wise, and I'm gonna take a different tone on COVID and say that it has brought a lot of things to light, and I'll say it's been a blessing in the sense that it has highlighted the fact that there is a lot of unhealthiness and when you are unhealthy, you are more vulnerable and susceptible to certain illnesses, sicknesses, disease. And we now it has shown a light on things that we can do better. And with this particular NuMee, it has given a little bit of, I'll say, momentum behind it to say, A, we need to be well. B, this is how we can help you be well. And C, if you invest in it, you're going to be more apt to participate in it, promote it, and encourage it. And there has never been a more important time in humanity that we need to be well as a society and as a group. And the more people who can invest in it and engage in it, the more it can lift up and help more people. So
spot on.
My drum, boom, boom, boom.
Awesome. So Wanda, let's put the spotlight on you. Like, what makes you come alive when it comes to NuMee and the possibilities of helping so many people?
Well, I've always known that health has been a big factor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you know, I've always, I mean, in fact, I've had a couple of clients who actually are into the health field. And basically, I study under, I guess, my religion kind of where I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. So they really focus on good health and eating, you know, not eating meat and all stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I've always kind of been under that, I think. But I just think that, and I know that health, it is so important. I realize things that I have done and changed of just doing some of my habits and exercise and things like that. I realize how important it is. And most of all, it's important to let people know that you can still eat good food and still be healthy. It's just how much you eat, how you eat it, and how you prepare it, right? So, you know, and I've learned that, like I did a boot camp. It was a 2-week boot camp we did. And it was like staying in a cabin and stuff like that for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, these people, and not just me and other people always, you know, because I was like a little overweight. I still am a little overweight, still working on that. But after 2 weeks, they had lost like 10, 15, almost 20 pounds just from changing their eating habits and exercise. And this was just basic, you know, it was no meat. It was just all like natural foods. We had a good chef and she was good at preparing those type of foods. And you got up, you worked, you exercised. And one lady, she came there. She came there on a cane, barely could walk, much older woman. When she left out of there, girlfriend had got rid of the cane, was walking, we were hiking just in 2 weeks. So I just thought, now I realized if that can happen in 2 weeks, just think if I start things that, you know, my health could be much better, or even everybody else's health, just doing some basic things and understanding that everything you read and learning how to read labels, right? It's so important. Everything you read you can't believe anything on TV, you know? And so I know it's so important that how it is. I really try to stress that, and especially to people in my generation and my children, understanding that and realizing that, you know, it's so important. It's so important. Just, you don't know when we're going to leave this world, but let's be healthy while we're here.
Oh man,
that's the only thing you can do is be healthy while you're here. That you can do. You have control over that. So when I, you know, learn about Ryan, what he's doing and putting this out and then putting it in such a way that makes it easy, because, you know, sometimes people can make things can be like difficult, right? But we gotta let them know it's simple and making it easy so people will adapt to that and do that, and just get rid of some of these illness that we can maybe avoid some things. Again, just have a better, healthier life. If I gotta leave here tomorrow, let me be, because I was healthy, not because I was laying in bed for 12 months, lost 12 months of my life. You know?
I get it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Wanda. Let's take it a spotlight to you, Ryan. You are the visionary holder of this. Why is it so important for people to jump on board?
Well, so I have a million things going through my head and a million reasons. So, but to be personal on my own personal journey, I suffer from some depression and anxiety issues, and you know, it's tough to battle the stuff that you battle with, but the whole theme that I've been saying from the get-go is I'm not the only one, you know. But there's a given factor for all of us. We all have to go to work, and we all have to face our demons at some point. Well, I spent at least 18 years picking my battles, and one of my battles that was just so overwhelming to even attempt to tackle was my health and wellness, because I'm not like Kate. I didn't dive into the nutrition, and I didn't learn the stuff that I could have learned. Everyone has the opportunity to learn it, but that wasn't where I was. I was trying to get my career in place, to take care of my 5 daughters and my wife. And, so I was just in a different place, and I put my attention somewhere else than where I probably should have been. And of course, I'm like probably a typical male that has tunnel vision and can't multitask or have a balanced life, because I just didn't know how to do that. Well, again, I can't be the only one who doesn't know how to live a balanced life. So what if, or imagine if you have this app that guides you through simple and easy steps that over a few weeks or 21 days becomes habit. And then all of a sudden you realize that you're changing your lifestyle, and you're doing it by having a fast and fun and interactive way to do it. And then all of a sudden you have this great experience in your life where you notice that you're changing, and now you can help your friends, your family. I look at this as something that I need to have successful, because I have a lot of friends and family that are just like me, and just need that little extra help.
Yeah.
And this is the best way that I could come up with. I wish I had this before I got as far down that rabbit hole as I was. I don't want anyone to have to end up in the hospital and, battling those issues. We could be more preventative and take control. So anyway, the founder members that are involved in this are going to be able to have the opportunity to use the app and give us the feedback. So we want to hear from you. We want your opinion. We want to see what you feel would make it better than what we've come up with, or little twerks and little things that we could change to make it easier and better for you. And then we'll make those changes, and we'll get it out to market, and we'll have it be successful.
That's awesome, Ryan. So what you said made me think of a question. So basically, we have a solution for somebody who's maybe suffering from depression, to somebody who's suffering from anxiety, to somebody who doesn't even have those problems, but they just want to get well. We can pretty much take care of all of those facets in one app. Is that right?
Yeah. And Kate's a champ at this. She states it all the time. You can't have wellness without all 3 pillars, which are basically your nutrition, your fitness, and your mind. And if you have one imbalance of any one of those pillars, you don't have a holistical wellness approach, and you don't have that foundation that we all need.
That's it. That's spot on. I often say, like with some of the clients that I work with, they come to me for one thing in their mind that they think they need. Then they spend time with me, and then they realize they got way more than what they paid for. And then they realize that they didn't even know they needed the other stuff, because you can't get well for a wedding event if you're going back home to an abusive relationship, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's fortunate that Kate and I are in that field where we get to take a peek into not only a room that they're opening for us, but if they're, willing, we get to see into their whole household of internal struggles that they have to deal with. And we get to help them put that together. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, this is good, man. So everybody here is on a mission to make this thing come to reality. And we're almost there, folks. So what you want to do is copy this link that's on the ticker below. And I will drop this in the comment section after I'm done recording this. So you will always have access to this link, which will take you to our crowdfunding page. And it's for as little as $100. You guys can be a founding member of this app. And there's some more aspects to it, which we will talk about on another, maybe next week we can do that. We can talk about the other division of the company where we're talking customization of your gym, and we can have all kinds of fun with a customized space that is totally custom to the way you like it, if that's what I understand.
Yep.
Perfect.
And the other thing to mention, not to add any pressure or anything, but our crowdfund platform does close in a little under 2 months. So we had to have a hard close date. So the time is ticking, and we are hoping everyone takes an opportunity and at least checks it out and jump in for as little as $100, and let's work together.
Shoot, I'll even bend over backwards, like literally. Those are the types of things I'm working on. So if anybody comes through me and they mention my name, Coach X, you got a back bend coming at you. So
nice.
We're serious about making this happen, guys. So whatever we can do, just let us know. Thank you guys for joining and signing up and showing up, so we can make this happen. Is there anything else that you want to bring to light before we close?
I'll add a little bit, just a couple of quick things I think be good for people to think about. So we are starting development, but we're raising funding to be able to complete the app. So it's not done yet, but we do like the idea of having people that want to try it, that are interested in wellness, being investors, right? So they're literally investing in themselves in the pursuit of wellness, right? And not only getting a benefit to their wellness out of it, but getting to be an owner of a company that helped make that happen, providing their feedback, helping direct where we go and where we don't go. And, that's really powerful to be able to. Normally you go to a gym and you pay and maybe you don't go. That's been my experience. I don't, some people it works great. Some people it doesn't. For me, I don't always, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't particularly like it, even before COVID. And instead of that kind of an experience, right? This you can do from home, from anywhere, connect with others, connect with coaches, and you get the benefit of being well, feeling better, which is what you're after, plus a portion of the company. So that opportunity, as Ryan mentioned, is going to end in about 45, 50 days. And then, we still want people to try it and get the main benefit of being well, but they won't, may not be able to be investors or founders, benefit from our growth. So
boom,
there you go.
Plain and simple. So if you're looking for something like that, here's a perfect opportunity for you to get involved in the health and wellness space and become an investor. So it's a win-win-win situation, as I like to see it. Kate, anything else from you? Wanda?
No.
I mean, I could talk for days, but I won't, unless you want me to. But I'll just talk. I was one of the kids in this. It was like the teacher would move my seat, and I'm like, really? Because I'm just going to talk to this guy or that guy or myself.
Right. Better known as Chatterbox Kate, right?
Yeah.
My maiden name is McMahon, and they used to call me Motormouth McMahon.
Nice.
Oh, it's so fun learning new things about people each and every time we do this.
I was in 7th grade and my teacher moved me to the 21st seat. They moved me. I was like, and I was like, seriously? I was like, are you learning? You're the teacher.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, folks, this is your time. The time is now, and we are all dead serious on creating a new you. So thank you guys for joining us, and I want to thank you in advance for jumping on board the NuMee train. And remember, always choose excellence over mediocrity. That's my time. Thank you guys for coming. And
thank you.
Sign off. Stay right there. Don't move.